targeted, or is that all of them that they have?
All of Iran's nuclear refinement capabilities.
So that video that you just saw comes from Jackson. That was a recent interaction that he and I had at a debate that I was doing with Turning Point USA.
Hey Jacob, let's talk about that debate. So Jacob has this mystical property where every single debate clip that he loses in is either out of context or done in bad faith.
He cut out a ton of stuff just to make himself look good. So do better, Jackson.
You guys don't have to worry though. The entire uncut debate will be posted on my YouTube channel soon, and it is a non-stop win from start to finish. Jacob spends a lot of time focusing on the fact that we only actually struck 3 of Iran's facilities back in June. This is actually true. It's something that I got wrong. However, it's because he's using it in a misleading way. He uses this to imply that the other unstruck facilities may constitute a threat, housing nuclear enrichment that could help build an atomic bomb. This is false, as essentially all of Iran's nuclear enrichment program was housed within the first 3 sites that we struck back in June, meaning that if the sites go, so does the program. What further clarifies this is that Tulsi Gabbard testified under oath that, direct quote,
"As a result of Operation Midnight Hammer, Iran's nuclear enrichment program was obliterated. There has been no effort since then to try and rebuild their enrichment capabilities."
For some weird reason, Jacob has a really hard time with the word obliterated. It's not very vague, right? But he still seems to, and it constitutes some of the funniest clips of the debate. And funnily enough, he said in his call-out video that I couldn't define the word.
I asked him, what does obliterated mean? And he couldn't tell me.
I know it's petty, but I have to call that out. Here's the clip.
What else does obliterated mean, bro? What do you think it means?
They say all of the uranium has been...
They said all of the refineries were obliterated, meaning that they would never have the tools to turn the enrichment up for the uranium.
That's not all, though. Jacob also puts a really big emphasis on how Iran could rebuild their nuclear program if they wanted to. Well, that's scary. I mean, they could restart their program. Good thing we obliterated it, and they made no effort to rebuild. Here's the definition of obliterated, by the way, for Jacob if he's watching at home. Lastly, Jacob mentions how Iran
Still possess over 440 kilograms of that 60% plus enriched uranium.
which is fully useless unless Iran had a nuclear enrichment program. Good thing they don't. Jacob's trying to play this nice guy role, acting as though he was super respectful and professional, and then this clout-chasing 19-year-old showed up to try and clip farm him and put him out of context. It didn't go that way at all. I showed up respectful, Jacob was derogatory, and name-called me multiple times. Listen, I'm not sensitive, I don't care, but don't be hypocritical.
That's boasting. Do you understand that whenever you strike a nuclear facility, that doesn't make the uranium disappear? Brainiac?
Yeah, it's not.
What's the time frame?
The
Nuclear
time frame is
expert. How long ago was Operation Midnight Hammer? Tell us, smart guy.
Jacob, I understand that you're embarrassed. I want to say that I know what it's like, but I really don't. Since day one of this war, I've been calling it out every day and suffering career consequences. I don't regret it though. I'm on the right side of history, and you're not. You should rectify that.